Cozy Shooter, Swim Team Captain Walter Off-White, Dwayne Fade, the shiesty motherfucker your mama always warned you about, Scott Scalebreaker, Pee Wee Bongway, Bobby Backpedaler, Hector, hate to see it, Vintage Victor, Greg, got it all, Sammy Scumbag, live in the building, Fluke Skywalker, walking light on them hoes, Oscar, ooh, it's me, and I am here, low-key Lulu, still trying to get paid in full, LL Kool-Aid, busting your bitches walls, oh yeah, Lil Texaco still blowing 93, yes. And you already know it's Pod Pierce, out here stepping live and just making sure that I'm having a good time. I'm just making sure I'm having a good time, bro. And yes, it's Pyrex Paul in the building, yes. Throw on medium, yes.
Okay.
I am here, like that's full court press. That's all right. That's how I'm stepping.
Oh, we here, we podding. I don't even know what we're talking about. We podding. You know what it is. It's your boy, Swaggy T, Tim Halpert, I Hate Sean, Ashley Larry, the man of many monikers himself, which is, in fact, a moniker in itself. Stay with me now. It's the coldest dude out. Giannis Antetokounmpo, DeMar DeFrozen, Jared Goff, that's three. Hat-Trick Mahomes, Le'Veon Sell, Dank Lucas, Bar-J Barrett, Bank Ntilikina, Banklin Saint. Yeah, we here. I started Snowfall. The parallels and metaphors are about to blow y'all minds. I might do a whole Snowfall EP. You never know. Listen, man, me and Franklin Saint are both pushing product through the community. It's incredibly dope. Anyway, Edgar Allan Poetic shit does indeed get scary. Benjamin Button, it's all going in reverse. So I'm back to being cold. It's Sean Snow, Brick Saban, Flu Holiday. You know what? Bar-J Barrett, The Wizard with Oz, Dennis Podman.
Yes.
Let's get to podding.
Oh, we here, bro. We here.
We here.
So, bro, how was your week?
I had an excellent week. You feel me? 168 hours to myself. I'm not gonna fail me. I honestly don't remember the majority of the week. It's a little bit wild. It's kind of crazy.
I think this is a you would say a standard situation about a week that you would explain.
Nah, but this is like more than usual.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this is more than you. Cause like, all right, so the Knicks haven't played in 3 days. Okay. So like, normally that's like the main thing that I do. So it's like I haven't done that in 3 days. So it's like the world is just like I've been tuning the world out a little bit while also not tuning the world out. You feel me? I went to my cousin's going away party. It was real good vibes. You feel me? I hooped with the homies on Thursday. Had a really good run, but it was somebody who was there. I don't know, dude. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of who like invited dude.
Oh shit!
He ain't even say whose man's. He ain't even send his $10. If you're out there. I'm gonna find you. Like,
yo, having a nigga say I'm gonna find you is hilarious.
Yo, it's Liam Neeson. All right, stop playing with me. Like, I'm gonna find you. You owe me $10. And dude tried to he tackled me by my neck, bro. Like he just I was going to the basket. I made a nice move. I got a rebound. I'm going coast to coast. You feel me? Doing what I do. And I get to the basket, and dude, literally goes up and just, wraps his arms around my neck and just, swings me by my neck.
Oh, hell no.
Out of the air, bro.
Oh, that's hands. That's hands and feet.
Yo. So, that was another one of those moments where a lot of growth was experienced in this. I tweeted the video and everything, and everybody was like, wow. And people, who went to FGCU with me, they were like, yo, my homie Ryan, he listened to the pod, too. Shout out Ryan. But he was like, yo, FGCU Sean would have, this would have been a whole different thing. But you can see me in the I walked away. I was real upset. I dropped the ball. I cooled off a little bit. I thought about whether or not to say something. And I was like, I've cooled off now. So my initial reaction would have been to swing. But I didn't do that. Great job, Sean. But I can't let him get away with that. He has to know that can't happen again.
Absolutely.
So I simply went up to I was like, hey, yo, don't do that shit again. It's cool. Don't do that shit again. And then he tried to justify it. So then that's when I really wanted to fight. Yeah. At that point, I wanted to fight for sure. But I just had already cooled off. So I was like, you know what? I just walked away and like I started to fight with my play, just busting his ass and talking shit. But yeah, that was the majority of my week. I hooped. That was really fun. The Knicks have been off for a few days. I started Snowfall, like I said.
Wow.
Very happy about that. Excellent show. Already almost done with season 1. But yeah, been in a bit of a bubble. But how was your week?
Well,
wait, I'm so sorry. So sorry. That's why I've kind of been. Yo, I interviewed Earl the Pearl this week, bro. It was crazy. He was on the TKW podcast. For those of you who don't know, probably don't know Earl the Pearl. He's like a legendary Knick. Like his magazine. I went to the ATS pod. Shout out to ATS pod, All Things Sports, and they gifted me something because it was a Knicks Sports Illustrated cover, and Earl the Pearl is on the cover, so it's on my desk. Like he was the Knicks team that won the championship. Like he was on that team in 1973. Oh. So he's like a legend. Like Jesus Shuttlesworth is named after Earl the Pearl. Earl the Pearl is Black Jesus. So like he was on the TKW podcast with us, and like it was like the child in me was I got to tell my grandma about it, and my grandma knows Earl the Pearl because she was so it's like that was amazing. So the Knicks wall thing is phenomenal. Like phenomenal. That's probably why I've been in the bubble all week. I was just like, wow, that was surreal. And Jay Ferrara too, Proctor. We had him on. Yeah,
Proctor from Power.
Yeah, he's real. From Proctor, from Power, Entourage. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We had Jay Ferrara on. He was like, he's real dope. So that's been a hell of a time, man. So, yeah. But how was your week? I'm sorry. I was like, I knew there was something important.
As always, standard.
Take it to the bookie. 92% of the time, my guy Oz is going to come in here and say standard. I told y'all.
Just keeping it real standard. Finding a new norm. I guess we can say getting comfortable with it in terms of life, work. I'm content, bro. I just gotta make a couple moves that fall through. After that, it's just waking up, trying a new way to get more money, and that's that.
Sounds about life.
Yeah, sounds about life, right? So that's really what it's been like last week. So that is where it has felt the last 2-3 weeks. So then that's when it's been basically the last 3 pods I've set standard, right? So that's exactly what I'm going for. So going from there and then just waiting for the growth to happen.
We absolutely love to see it.
That's, the basis of standard. It's just literally finding a rhythm and then just getting to it. That's it. So,
I forgot another important thing from this week. I apologize.
You got an amazing week.
It was a great. I told you, I had an excellent week. I don't be lying. But I did the photo shoot for the hoodies, so I'm like super excited about that to be able to put the link out. Like the shoot came out dope. Like I was able to move the green screen to the other side of the crib, and suddenly it was like a photo studio in here, and it was just like, wow, like this is pretty cool. And it made me just think of a bunch of other shit. Excuse me, that I could do in here too, like just even doing like a spoken word thing from over there with the little mic stand and whatever. So I just like feel like I got to another level creatively, and I'm also very excited about this hoodie release. So as soon as I get the photos, put them on the website, and be on the lookout for those. But even people reacting to it, like people reacted to like the behind the scenes stuff I posted, and like it was just like such great reactions, and people were so excited, and I was just like, wow. Even my brother, he was like, yo, like, when you drop these, he's like, they're going to go crazy. Like, he's like, these are going to sell. I was like, wow, that's so dope. My brother's my guy. Shout out to my little brother, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Yeah, listen, if the longtime fans know, they know that that's like a miniature version of you. Like,
bro, that's my guy. I'm so happy he comes with us to the hoop sessions now. Oh, that's my guy. It's like, yeah. Shout out to Shane.
You'll love to see it. Right. So, yes, shout out to Dean. Woo, yeah. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a soundboard ready.
Deem on the ones and twos.
Yeah. He posed an interesting question earlier, right? The question was being if our mothers would be okay if we brought home someone of a different race, right? So, interracial dating.
We're starting with interracial dating?
I mean, that's what the topic. That's what the topic list is going, bro. That's it.
Oof. Well, here we are.
We here. We here. You get me? We here.
I think the thing about interracial dating that's funny, and since I'm drunk and we're here,
I love how you just made that clear.
Yeah, I think the thing about the interracial dating thing that's like funny is like black women will like trash black men, and not all black women at all. Like I make sure to make that very clear at all times. But like black women would like a lot. There's some black women who would trash black men and say that, you know, they only like white women or blah blah blah. Like the video you saw, shorty that said, oh, like she saw the man, but he probably liked white women anyway. So all this,
yeah.
But then they like badger us all day. Like they badger us all day. And this is a specific. This is only speaking to a specific portion of them.
I see what you're saying.
That like badger black men all day, and then like it's like if you're putting down the black man all day, are you really standing for the black family structure? No, right? I don't think so. I don't think this not possible. Not possible. So they're like, you know, the complete counter punch to their own fight. It's ridiculous. I think that's the funniest part of the topic in the beginning before we even get to it. But yeah.
I thought I was going to get into the family aspect, but you want to get even deeper. So it's like, damn. No.
Before I said anything, I just felt like that had to be said.
Like, okay, bro. Like, I mean, you're not wrong, but damn. We already on the other side of the pool, bro.
It's a deep topic.
Right. You stepping, bro. Oh man, but the question posed was, you know, how would, I guess you could say, our mothers or families feel if we were to bring someone of a different race to the crib? And me personally, I have already with my last situation. So, which my family personally is inviting, right? Now, fast forward to my now girlfriend now, and we're of the same ethnicity and background, to the T. So it's kind of like, I thought about the last situation in which, you know, for me, I'm Haitian. And then, you know, my ex is Dominican, to where it's kind of like, okay, now how do I make sure that my culture still is there to pass down? And you'd be surprised, you know, as far as even just the mixing of the, you know, cultures can be, and the real questions that arise when you get into your later 20s. Like, I had a real question. I'm like, damn, what am I going to do to make sure that, you know, my situation is, you know, or my lineage still gets passed down? It's like, do I send my kid to my mother's house, grandma's house? And it's like, damn, that would be the best way. But either way, you still think about that, right? And that would be the first thing that, you know, my family would not necessarily, they'll accept anybody, clearly, right? But they'll be, you know, they would want to see you come and get someone from your background, which is, you know, my now girlfriend. To where I tell my aunt, she's like, oh, that's good. You know, it's good to have someone from your background. Well, and you know what? In all honesty, I agree. But that doesn't mean that it's a complete shutdown, at least for me, right? But it's kind of like, this is ideal, considering how the upbringing would just be like, okay, it's our culture together. We don't have to like struggle to keep our identities or what we've been brought up on in different environments to the child. It's like, okay, we kind of came up on this growing up. This is our background. So that is, you know, a level of like preference in which you think about in your later 20s. Maybe not so much in your early 20s, you don't give a fuck. You know, but at least in your later 20s. At least that's what I think. All right. So that's just me speaking personally.
I mean, like, I think we're just like naturally conditioned to certain things. Like, I feel like at this point, like a familiar background, a similar background. Like, I've only had a couple of actual girlfriends in my life, and they've always been a similar background. Like, I don't know if it's, you know, like, oh, this has to be the exact thing, but you feel me? Like, there's just a bunch of boxes that check, sort of, for the person.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of my questions was always like, how would this, you know, be when I bring her home, and how would I be around her family, you know? And then that was when you're younger. Now you're older and you're like, all right, like this is the family lineage.
Yeah,
like you watch
like,
Game of Thrones and now you're like, damn, like our houses are merged. Like the bloodline, you know, like it's so, you feel me? Like that's really important at that point. So you have to start thinking about all of that. So I mean, you know, on some Dr. Umar shit, you feel me? I'm rooting for everybody that's black at the end of the day. So, you know, I think that, like, I mean, and that's, I feel like, but a lot of communities do that. Like, so it's not the wrong thing to do. I'm not saying that I, you know, am knocking anybody that dates interracially. Like, everybody, I every time these conversations come up, I'm pretty quiet because, like, I don't really care what anybody does. Like, that don't
mind your business. You'd be surprised.
Bro, that don't have nothing to do with me. I don't care. But like for my own reality, like I would prefer to be in my, you know, like there's just certain things that I'm gonna be drawn to. And yeah, you just keep building that up. I mean, like I don't think that I don't want to say we didn't learn to do that. But I think that we could take some notes from some other communities of like how to, you know, be within your own and build within your own and like bring each other up and like, you know, the power in numbers and things like that. Like,
I mean, in a way, I feel like that it's there, it's just cooperation.
Like, bro, the Jewish kids always had somewhere to hoop and a lot of them couldn't hoop. The JCC, I couldn't hoop there. I needed somewhere to hoop. I had to play outside. But the JCC, they could hoop.
Yeah.
And they weren't even that nice, some of them. They're just like, yo, I'm out here.
Just trying to put a ball through a hoop.
You know? And it's like, how come the black community don't have nowhere where the black kids could go hoop?
I mean,
I go to Cross Springs Gym, they charge me $2.
First of all, that's sick. Like, you know, at least with Sunrise, you have like parks that you just literally go to. That's it.
Really disgusting, actually.
Just go to a park real quick. Like, they're littered everywhere. $2. I'm like, what do you mean book time at a gym? Like, literally, you would tell me that. I'm like, excuse me, are you trying to get into a club?
Oh yeah, now when we hoop, we gotta literally book a court, and we all gotta pay like, bro. The fact that I pay like $10 to hoop, but it's like I'm an adult now. You know, things are different, and it's literally the only place we can hoop.
Wealth.
It's not wealth. It's necessity, bro. Like, like when quarantine,
life.
bro. Literally, bro. Like, if I don't hoop for a certain amount of time, bro, I start like really like. Bro, like at a point in quarantine, I went like 6 months without hooping. I felt like I wasn't walking properly. Like it's
what?
It's bad.
What does that even mean?
It's bad, bro. It's just like it's really important to me. It's really important to me. Remember when my shoulders used to hurt really bad?
Yeah.
Remember when I wouldn't get them fixed?
Yes.
Remember why I wouldn't get them fixed? I didn't want to have to go 6 months without playing basketball. I was like, yo, if I get them fixed, I can't play ball for 6 months.
Wild. And he still hasn't have it fixed, right?
No, they're a lot better now. Shout out to my car accident. I started going to like physical therapy. They got better. I started working out a little bit at the point, and like kind of, you know, my shoulders are straight now. I can do push-ups.
Oh, that's amazing.
What?
Look at that.
I can carry all the groceries. One trip, we here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, as you get older, that shit matters, bro. You know, so I'm blessed. I'm happy. Mad boxes checked over here. Mad boxes checked over here. So
the boxes checking is a beautiful sound. It's like,
like,
another one.
Yes, another one. You know, another one.
Like knowing, like when you know, it's like, oh yeah, like when she meet mom, it's a wrap.
Easy, slam dunk.
It's in the bag.
Smooth, yeah.
The whole family love her.
Of course, you know. And I guess referencing even the video, like you said before, you know, of Shorty that had thought of one way when she saw a black dude, right? Remember when I showed you a video in pre-pro?
Mm-hmm.
And that video just was like, so you really just assumed this entire situation to be the case.
So Shorty sat in front of the camera and told us that she saw this great-looking black man who was tall and he, you know, looked really nice and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I didn't go say anything to him, but then again, he probably likes white women anyway. So, or he doesn't like black women. Yeah, he doesn't like black women.
I don't know. Like everything she said was like in her head, that how she would call the situation. So I'm just listening to her. I'm like, so this is all in your head. Like you really thought about all of this, and this stopped you, and then you're able to just say this divisional statement or have the divisional energy, and then just paint it on him, and you don't know him from a can of paint. Don't even know how he feels. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what he likes. You just don't know.
You know nothing about that man. Yet you've made him the problem.
That is insane.
All he did was walk.
Be himself.
All he did was walk, bro. Like you can't win sometimes, bro. Like that's that. In the beginning of what I said when I was speaking to that specific crowd, you just gotta leave that crowd behind, bro. You can't save everybody because you can't. Some people you just can't win with, bro. And there's some people I don't care to win with. I don't care. Okay, that's the thing that comes down to a lot of things. That's why I can pretty much say whatever I really want to say, because at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care what anybody else does. It doesn't mean anything to me. And people are very concerned with the actions of others to the point where they create them in their own heads and then respond to them. But creating scenarios in their heads and then responding to them are the type of things that women do all day, because like I said, they didn't play video games or sports as children. They just drove themselves crazy.
Well,
that's my thesis in this essay. Well, in this essay, I will.
But it's really just an example of just creating a situation of negativity because of some level of insecurity, and somehow a black man walking down a hallway will be attributed to liking a type of woman solely because of how he looks and who he is.
Yo,
without no prior knowledge of him
at all.
And you have to see how you are creating the narrative that is painful to feel, and what kept you from talking to him. And that is where the danger lies, because it's like this man was minding his business and you just made him the villain of some story that just was completely written in your head.
You know that cartoon meme where Shorty riding a bike and then she stick the thing in the tire?
Yeah, of course.
And then she go, damn it, man. That's really what that is. And look, crazy. I want to specify that we're speaking to a very specific faction of women, not the overall population. I don't want to sound like we're women bashing at all. I love women so much. You guys are phenomenal.
Women are great.
Women are so great, bro. Oh my goodness. Thank you for existing. Truly. Your energy balances the world.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Absolutely does. It's just a really crazy thought process that I know it just doesn't stop with her, that I know it's like others share that. And that is what's keeping, or at least what I can look and see is like, all right, this is what keeps people divided. Like this way of thought.
And it's funny because the one thing I did notice while I was ignoring everybody this week is the division of thought between people. Like people will argue about different perspectives, and they'll bring up statistics. Like I was following this one thread because a lot of times when I see these stupid arguments, or sometimes arguments that I think are stupid overall, but I'm like, all right, like what are they really talking about? You know? So I try to follow things, and like there's some people who sound more informed, but like at a point, people are both giving facts, but they're completely alternate. Like they're like both of these things can't be true. So somebody here is lying with facts for the sake of posturing on the internet, or you're just blindly following facts that are incorrect and saying them as your own. Like for me, as I was reading those, I was like, I don't know enough about this situation to know which one of these is true. So I would never, ever, ever go speak on either one of these as if they're a fact because I didn't check my sources.
I'm assuming they did, and that's why you were witnessing it.
Listen, guys, just because you don't have to make annotated bibliographies anymore doesn't mean you can just say anything from anywhere and act like it's true. All right? You still have to know what you're saying, where you're saying it from, and what it means, so you don't look like an idiot for no reason. Yeah, never mind.
Never mind. Said never mind really fast.
Because I realized those people aren't the ones who listen to Plug Talk. You feel me? The Plug Talk, it's a bunch of geniuses. Appreciate y'all. We love you guys.
Always like, you know what? I'm too turned. I understand. Yeah, let's just be careful with how we perceive situations in a negative fact, because then you can see how it's going to affect you in a bad way if you're already thinking bad. You're thinking negative. What do you think you're going to get? Negative. The end.
Perspective is way more important than people give it credit for.
Honestly, so it's like you kind of have to gather some kind of level of knowledge to where it's like I can say this safely, because you can't just make assumptions like that, because it's very dangerous.
And at the end of the day, you have a choice, man. Like, you always have a choice. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I shouldn't say I don't care what anybody says. That sounds rude. But at the end of the day, you literally always have a choice. Like, how you want to see something, how you perceive something. Like, an action, it's something that happens. A situation is something that is. You feel me? So it's like your choice on how you perceive it is really ultimately what it becomes. So perspective is super important, and really sharpen yours. At least consider what yours is. And if you find yourself continuously taking the negative perspective, or I don't know, shooting something down, or you spend all your time on the internet chasing people around to police them or something, like, ask yourself what's going on.
Simple maintenance, self-maintenance. That's it. That's it. Honestly, people are not asking too much. At least that's what I think needs to happen. But what do I know? I'm just a regular guy.
Self-awareness is key. Speaking of self-awareness, you think Jay-Z knows that he's like trolling Nas? Or do you think Jay-Z knows that we know he's trolling Nas?
I think Jay-Z doesn't care, and that's okay. It's completely fine with me. However, this man will never stop. I think this is going to be a lifelong thing. Clearly.
As an inherently petty individual, I respect the hell out of it. Like, never stop winning. Even when you lost. Ether was better. But never stop winning, Hov. I get it. Like, oh, you beat me? Okay. I'm going to win forever. So,
I'm going to win forever.
As a Nas fan, I don't appreciate this. So, basically, I don't know if you guys heard the Khaled album. I personally didn't listen to it yet because everybody who said anything about it said bad things about it. And I'm just taking my time for the disappointment. Nobody said anything good about the album, bro.
Yo,
not a good word was said about that album.
Wrong with this nigga Hov, bro?
Yo, son, exactly. So on the Khaled album, Jay-Z and Nas were on a song together, right? Which is a great thing. That's amazing. Huge hip hop moment. Love when they're on songs together. You know, they're two guys of the. I think that Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time. I think that Nas is the best rapper of all time. I'm gonna stay on that forever. And I love Nas. But Jay-Z Tidal put out a playlist created by Jay-Z, leading up to the, as promo. And it says, curated by the God Hov, Nas. Curated by the God Hov, Nas. Now, I don't have Tidal, so I can't speak to this. But Rory, oh, the JBP boys are back. Yes. Hey, it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
Glad to have him back. We'll talk about that soon. But Rory said that, Hov makes playlists on Tidal all the time, whether he makes them, whether somebody else is coming up with them. And they normally say curated by Jay-Z or created by Sean Carter, regular.
That's it. Real regular.
A regular person created this. But when it's Nas, it's curated by the God Hov. And that, in conjunction with all the times that he's dropped either on the day of or right before Nas or anything that was going on, it's just the writing is all over the wall that he's being petty. And we all know he's being petty. And I just want to know if, you know, and if he knows that we all know.
He does. He has to not care. There's no way he cares. Because for a man to step on every musical release that Nas has like tried to drop, you have to understand that people can see, people's eyes work. Like people can see you do things and be like, I saw that. Witnesses are a thing.
Yes,
remember when LeBron's thing was literally witness? Like
we are all witnesses.
Like it's. I mean, he has to not care. That's my idea.
Mr. Hove, sir.
You know,
we're watching.
Yeah, and you know, at that point, it's kind of like, you know, if the idea of sore winner would be a thing, right? As far as people, you know, using that term, that is really crazy because this is accurate. He's winning, and he's out here winning. Curated by the God.
That's so petty. It's so, but once again, as an inherently petty individual, I have no choice but to respect it.
Oh, I mean, how could you have any other choice? There's nothing you can do, but.
Is there anything Nas?
Honestly, there's nothing Nas has done, which, to be honest with you, he hasn't really done in anything in retaliation. He's just kind of like, all right. Which is, to be honest with you, the best response because...
Nas is thriving.
Honestly.
Nas is the crypto
Should
Scarface.
Nas feel slighted by this?
I mean, I would. That's me.
Let me see the playlist.
It's probably just his major joints, yeah.
Okay, so three songs in a row off Illmatic to start.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I love all these songs, so like I love all these songs. It's a cool. I don't know. I mean, you make a playlist of me. Like, at the end of the day, everything is perspective. Like I said, you have a choice, right? You could see it as Nas and choose to be upset about it. But like, am I gonna be upset about anybody making a playlist of me, like of my songs? Like, thanks. Regardless of what you put in front of it, like you made a playlist of my songs, posted it.
I mean, yeah, I guess this is supposed to be, you know, maybe a level of peace offering in general. Like,
I mean, it's not. They've been rapping together for years. Like literally, like what? Like they've been rapping together for years at this point. So I mean, pretty sure they're over whatever there is. But at the end of the day, Hov is still petty. So he just keeps being petty.
That's incredible. That's like incredible levels of petty. That is an incredible level.
I respect it.
Petty.
That's what I tell people. Like I'm not the fighting type. Like even though I wanted to swing onto the gym, like I'm not the fighting type. Like because it's never really over. Like in my mind, honestly, it's never really like if I lose, it's not over. Like so, I just assume that everybody thinks that way, and that's clearly how Hov views it. Like he lost. Ether was better, but it's never over. If I lose, it's never over. Like it's never over.
Yes, bro. Let me tell you something. What else? Yes. Speaking as far as the JBP boys getting back together.
The JBP boys back to business.
You love to see it. Unity.
Absolutely
amongst
love
men.
to see it, man.
I never we never spoke, like basically said like what we thought about it. Honestly.
Yeah, I guess we didn't.
Yeah, I mean for now they back together, so it doesn't matter what the fuck we thought. You know, it's just in past tense. That's why I kind of didn't want to speak on it too much, to where it's kind of like, all right, you know, they're gonna figure these things out, but then it's like, all right, they figured it out, cool. So this is what I thought, which more or less how they explained exactly what went down. I was like, maybe Joe told Rory, chill, just like how he said it. He said chill, and then he said something to Maul, and they went left, and it's like, yep, I see that happening. Open and shut.
Exactly what they
Yeah.
said happened is exactly what I had a feeling happened. You know why we didn't really speak about it? It's not our business.
Like, trust me, we listen, we love the pod. Clearly, we're talking about it. It's, part of our lives. That's the only reason why we're talking about it anyway.
We
Right.
love it so much.
So it's just, I was going to be like, all right, they figured it out, cool. So this is what I thought. It seemed like exactly what Joe said, because it's like, yes, considering everything all, inclusive about Joe and his homie, yeah, pretty sure that this is what
Bro,
happened.
Maul said, he was like, you looked me in my face and told me this pod is none of my business. He was like, if you thought that you were going to look me in my face and tell me this pod was none of my business and I was going to sit down and record, you don't know Maul. And I feel that 100%. Like,
That wasn't correct. And now, what's crazy? I'm like, Joe probably said something crazy.
I knew
dog.
I knew it, but I knew that the thing about it is, in Joe, what he said, I knew that he felt justified saying it in that moment. But there's just a better way to say certain shit.
And
like
then,
there's just even the way that he told Rory not to come in. Like you can have that conversation a little better. But in a way, and that's what Joe was saying a lot in the episode. As in the corporate relationship, you don't necessarily have to. But it's like you can't just make your relationship with your friends a completely corporate relationship. Like you can still talk to them respectfully and get things done.
Yeah, I think it was like the corporate relationship in terms of whenever they speak about the pod, this is the tone they're supposed to be taking. It don't work. It really don't work like that. It really does not work like that.
You looked me in my face and told me this pod was none of my business. I was like, oh yeah, wow, nah, I get it. It's exactly what I thought happened. Joe went a little, he said a little too much, and even Joe was like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that too. I apologize, but I knew that in the moment he said something he shouldn't have said because it's Joe. But it is what it is. They back together now. But yeah, we didn't speak on it a whole lot. It's not a lot of people was like, it's crazy though, because even in what they spoke on, just the way that some people took it, and after hearing them come back and speak on it, just like the way that people were speaking on it and like creating, I don't know, man, like people got really involved. Like, and almost acted like they had like insider information.
That's
Like, yo, Savon told me, like, like, come on.
told you what?
He's like, come on, son, you don't know nothing. Shut up. Like, please. I wish that people understood that concept. Like, you don't know anything. Shut up. Like,
so simple.
It's
It really
easy as
is.
hell.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. You have no idea what's going on. Shut up.
Dean put up a narcissist prayer. So it says, a narcissist prayer. That didn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a narcissist then. I don't know.
Really?
Like, I mean, there was a part, like, I think Joe is maybe more extreme than me. Like, I definitely, when he was saying certain things, I'd be, but I don't think that he was saying that he never said anything didn't happen. People like to, people try to pigeonhole people into certain roles sometimes. Joe never said that anything didn't happen. He never deflected any responsibility or accountability. He said from the jump that he said something he shouldn't have said. Parks had agreed. Parks was right there. I feel like if anybody would have checked Joe, it would have been Parks.
I think the idea is, in his explanation, he didn't really back down either from his initial thoughts. However, he did recognize he didn't need to say the things he did in the way he did. Right?
What more can he do? If at the end of the day, like he said, because even though he's not wrong. At the end, if something is your business, you don't leave it for 6 weeks.
All right, wait. I hate talking off my mission real quick. So was Joe right to tell Rory, hey, you'll take a few weeks off the pod?
If Rory was coming in there with smoke and it was at like Rory himself,
obvious, bro,
they said that it was taking away from the quality of the pod. If this is something where we're trying to push for ads, and it's called the Joe Budden Network. So then Maul was like, "Oh, you're not right to tell him that." He's like, "Okay, well, who does tell him that if I don't?"
But why is that the only option? You can't be like, yo, can we talk?
Like I said, he could have gone about it better, and Joe admitted that he could have gone about it better. Yeah, he admitted that he could have gone about it better, but I don't think it makes you narcissistic. You're not saying something didn't happen if you say you could have gone about it better. It's just, it is what it is, At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, the thing with my mom, she's like, "Oh, you apologize to make people stop talking." It's like, it's not my fault it makes you stop talking. I'm sorry. Like, what you want me to say?
I guess they want you to say something else.
You want me to make an excuse?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. For the most part, I knew that was the case, but it's like I'm glad that this didn't blow up. But they came in as friends anyway. That's why when Everyday Struggle kind of ended, I was like, all right, no problem. Like I get to hear Joe talk to people he want to talk to anyway. That's really how I took it when I was watching the Everyday Struggle with him on Complex.
Look, at the end of the day, do what you do and do it to the best of your ability. You feel me? Joe Budden, I was watching Everyday Struggle. I was watching Everyday Struggle clips. I really liked Everyday Struggle. I started listening to the podcast. I listened to the podcast. Rory and Maul left. It was a little weird. I didn't know. I mean, I follow Ice on Twitter. Didn't know who the hell Ish was. Thought they were wearing bootcut jeans. Looked a little weird. But I watched the episodes. It was good content. It's going to happen. People are going to rock with you. At the end of the day, Rory and Maul came back. They're right back. They're doing the same thing. It is what it is. The people who are meant to rock with you are going to rock with you. The people who don't, won't. And that's okay.
That's really okay. Like, you don't have to, rock the boat. You don't have to make this difficult. You don't have to do any of that at all. You just be cool. Go through it. Say your piece. Take time off if need be. Take things and look at them for what they are. And then make sure that you're able to communicate however you need to feel afterwards. It really is so simple, amongst friends, if they're good friends. Like you said, the ones that want to rock with you. It's really not difficult. It's
simple enough, man. Like, love goes a long way, man. Like, that's really the main love and respect. That's the thing they talked about a lot those of you who don't watch the JBP. I'm sorry, but this situation can be applied to many other things. I'll be arguing with y'all friends every other week, so figure it out.
Stupid.
But yeah, no, just it all comes down to respect at the end of the day. Like, if people love you, if people respect you, if you move in a respectable way, if you have your own, like, I say you hold yourself to your own standard. Like, at the end of the day, you can hide from everybody else. You can tell everybody else something, but, like, you know yourself. You got to live with it at the end of the day. You got to check yourself. So just be real with yourself, and that'll take, I feel like that's what takes me a long way. Like, I feel like I'm just real with myself, and that allows me to be real with others. People, like, can trust me to be real with them. Like, it is what it is. So, I mean, keep it a buck, keep it moving, mind your business. That's really important.
Always a message here at Plug Talk. Always a message here. That's for damn sure. Like, you can mind your business. It's real easy. It's real simple. It costs, $0,
yeah, 99 cents.
Yeah, $3.99, bro. I'm telling you, save you so much trouble. So much trouble.
Way easier when you mind your business, bro.
Yeah.
And if more people would mind their business, life would be even easier.
Absolutely, bro. So what else has happened this week?
Hey, so there were like two really cool tweets, or not really cool tweets, but I thought they were pretty good. There was one where Shorty said somebody texted her and told her to stop talking to her man, and she was like, "What's the magic word?" I was like, "Hey, Shorty's fire."
That is hilarious.
Like,
that's fucking hilarious.
Shorty is fire. Like, I was like, wow.
Magic word.
I was like,
what's the magic word? Is so fucking funny.
I was like, hey, go ahead, Shorty. Like, that's excellent. And then the other one, you changed your name to it, so I know you saw it.
Oh.
Shorty was like, don't you have a girlfriend? And he was like, focus.
Oh, you caught all those reference. Damn it. I've been found out. Damn. But like, yeah.
Man said, focus. That was hilarious.
Focus. Like, you getting off topic here. Like, yo.
He said,
you getting off topic. Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
The man said, focus. I was crying. I was crying, bro. That and when Shorty said, what's the magic word? Those are both equally hilarious in their own ways, and I feel like those two deserve each other. Whatever dude that was saying focus need to find Shorty that was saying, what's the magic word? That's the kind of Shorty he needed on his team. You gotta know who to have on your team.
Absolutely. You got to make sure.
I just be coaching though.
Listen. I was at work. I guess you can say, going from those tweets. The draft happened.
The draft did happen.
I was at work. I did not catch the highlights yet, though. Honestly.
Ladies, you've been kicked off the ship.
You've been voted off the island.
It's been real. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
You be safe. Oh shit! But I'm hearing that you guys drafted. Do you like your draft?
I love our draft. Joe Douglas is a master at work.
QB.
Look here. Zach Wilson made a really cool throw at his pro day. I didn't watch his film or anything. I wanted to draft Justin Fields. I really like Justin Fields. I don't like the way that they black quarterbacked him down the rankings of the quarterbacks. They were just you're really great, but you're really black. So you are QB4 on the board.
Are you serious?
He went 11. Justin
Fields
threw multiple 50-yard touchdown bombs on national television in a championship game with broken ribs, and somehow was drafted number 11. So I don't really like that. But Zach Wilson, apparently he's talented. So if Joe Douglas is a smart guy, so if he made that pick, you feel me? I'm gonna trust it. Everybody says Everybody says that Zach Wilson is really nice. The people who really know football, they've been they've been yo, you're not gonna dislike the picks. I'm like, all right, cool. But I didn't like. There was a video of a couple of the draft picks, the top 5 or top 6 or whatever, and one of them, the one who went to Miami, forgot his name.
Well, there it is. The Jags got an A. No.
The receiver that went to Miami, I forgot his name, but
Waddle,
yeah. Waddle, Jalen Waddle, yeah. He went like this in the camera, he put the little signs up, and a couple of them, there was 4 or 5 of them standing there, and they were all doing stuff into the camera when the camera was on them, and Zach Wilson looked so uncomfortable, and I was like, oh god, that's my quarterback. He just looks so. Justin Fields would have been so much cooler here.
He goes to New York.
Yeah, he's not. So hopefully, they getting our second round. No, our second round pick. Yeah. No, hold on. Just go down. Boom. No, wait. Yeah, Elijah Moore. There we go. Yeah. Elijah Moore. He's top tier. But he seems like a pretty cool dude. So I hope that he gets Zach Wilson right. You feel me? I hope that he takes him in the locker room and is like, hey, this is a handshake. And shit like that. Zach Wilson looks like he needs a lot of black training.
This is a handshake. It's crazy. I'm like, where's he?
Bro, he looked so uncomfortable in that video. It was gross, bro. I was like, oh my god, this has to be my quarterback.
Yeah. I wouldn't understand why. Where did he come from? Zach?
He went to BYU. He's from Utah, so he's definitely.
Utah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that explains everything.
Yeah. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at it.
Wow.
He looks like, oh my god.
That is.
Are they gonna rob me with their chains?
That's insane.
He looks like he doesn't belong there, bro. That's gross. So gross. But hopefully he can throw it. If he can throw the football, shit. I don't care. I don't care what he does. Look, I've been bad for so long that if he can throw the football, listen, bro, just don't say anything racist. As long as you don't Drew Brees me, bro. We all love Drew Brees, and then he was like, my grandfather was in the war, and I can't support them. I was like, damn it, you could have just shut the fuck up, bro. You could have had that take. I would have loved you. You feel me? All I know you is Drew Brees. That's it. I didn't have to know about you and your dumbass grandpa. Now I can't like you no more. Now when you retire, I got to say good riddance. That's crazy. I loved your whole career. So as long as Zach Wilson don't Drew Brees me, throw the football, bro. I need to be good. The Knicks are good this year. If the Knicks and Jets are good at the same time, they're gonna have to create another app for me.
Oh, really?
Everybody on Twitter got to block me.
That makes sense.
I was bad for so long at everything.
You are an idiot. Yeah. So, Aaron wanting out. That was news to me.
I feel like that's fake now.
Really?
I don't know. I just feel like if you want to get traded, you say it before draft day. And then if you say it on draft day and it don't happen on draft day, y'all are probably going to figure it out.
I see.
Like,
what you're saying.
y'all are probably going to figure it out. I doubt you're going anywhere. Teams that really needed quarterbacks just spent the first round pick on one. So
Honestly, well, yeah, that's true. But Aaron Rodgers. That's
it's Aaron Rodgers. But I'm saying because it's Aaron Rodgers, if Aaron Rodgers wanted to get traded, I feel like he would have said that before draft day. You just want to make a story. So on draft day, hey, I'm unhappy, or hey, pay me, or whatever. Aaron Rodgers, I said on here, I'm sure the week of the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers deserves better. Always. I hope that he does get traded. I hate the Packers, honestly. The fact that they drafted a quarterback in the first round last year, and he could have had Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson on opposite sides, but instead they had Jordan Love on the sideline with a clipboard, I will never forgive them. Aaron Rodgers deserves so much better. They failed him, and they failed him his entire career. There's no way he should only have one ring. He might be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, that's
He's a mobile Tom Brady.
bro. No, he can throw the ball on the run past 25 yards. That's better than Tom Brady, bro.
Bro.
That's a bomb running crossbody.
I have to name one of my children after him. Because he threw a 50-yard Hail Mary bomb touchdown in a playoff game.
He's a Hail Mary. He's the only one who can pull it off. That's why I'm like, oh, you a Hail Mary? This could actually go through.
Like, my son's middle name will be Aaron.
That's pretty intense.
I said it. It's on wax. I tweeted it.
You
I was like,
those, right?
I'd be a fraud. Like I said, look, respect and trust starts from within yourself. You see it. I could delete it and get away with it, but I'ma always know that I said that and deleted it, and now I'm a fraud. Even if nobody else know, even if nobody else noticed.
Okay. I hope your child enjoys the middle name Aaron.
Hey man, we gonna make it work.
That is so fucking funny. I mean, yeah, I see your point as far as making a story, and for that, you would want to say your displeasure before the draft day, but at that point, it's kind of like you said, homie on the sidelines with a clipboard. He shouldn't even be there. So it's like this year, last year, next year. I wouldn't be surprised, but like you said, he only has one ring. It makes no sense.
No sense at all. Mike McCarthy's
he's
war
thief.
criminal.
He's a thief.
I want him burned at the stake. That was a lot.
That is he does not know how to play the game of football.
They're still telling me I'm getting baptized in Dirty Sprite, by the way.
No, that's
I can't say
funny.
nothing,
That's
bro.
probably not going to go away, man.
I can't say nothing. It's crazy. I can't do anything on the internet.
Not at all. Let me tell you something. When they figure you out, it's a wrap, bro.
This positivity shit was a mistake. You said Harry was pretty nice with it 10 hours ago. You was having a nice afternoon.
Well, I put on her playlist. I did on Apple Music. I was just looking out for new music.
You was by yourself?
Yeah, of course. What? I was.
You was by
Absolutely.
yourself and you started listening to her? I don't believe you.
Why not?
I don't think you listened to her by yourself. I think you listened to Daytona.
I did that. Trust me, I did that.
I think you listened to Daytona and Griselda. I don't think you listened to her when you're by yourself.
No, I've honestly expanded my music.
Wow.
As far as yes, so I've been listening to Brent Faiyaz, Snow Allegra.
She's so
Amazing.
Oh my
It's
God,
amazing,
bro. She just tickles my ears and grabs me. She faintly holds me over my chin while I listen. It's crazy.
My ears.
It's crazy.
I like Giveon a lot, bro.
He be singing, bro.
He be going in, bro. Sir, and who else do I listen to? And some old stuff that I can remember here and there. I got a playlist going, so that is what I was listening to earlier today. So that's why I tweeted that. She's pretty nice. It's pretty. You'd be surprised how much you can actually sing, not sing, but hear a person that can sing. That's what I mean to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's oh, your voice is angelic. You can sing.
I told you, she'd be holding me by my chin.
Yeah.
delicious.
Shit's fire, bro. Yeah, I don't just listen to Griselda anymore. You listen to Daytona.
Wow. Women really be changing lives.
They-
Told y'all add balance to the world. We really appreciate you guys so much.
Bro.
We love you guys.
and they just want to sit here and literally just think really negative things.
They be
Unprovoked.
hating each other, bro.
Bro.
Y'all saw it. Damn. Nah. I think. Do I follow? Damn. I follow Shorty. I don't know. I don't
say
want
it,
to be
bro.
messy, but
Don't be messy.
It's
Don't be
not. I feel like it's gonna come across messy now. That's how I don't want to be
Oh,
messy.
absolutely, bro.
Yeah, I'm not naming no names.
Okay.
But,
All right.
but you know,
Hold on.
bro, they attacked Shorty for like, she said, and the body looks the fuck good, and then they were just like, "This what you built like?" And I was like, "Damn, son, like, she can't just post a picture like that's just her body for real. Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Like the body shaming thing. The thing is, they act like my Amazon tweet was the problem. I told y'all." That was not the real problem. Y'all were projecting. The problem lies with y'all. Shorty posted a picture of herself, and y'all are like, "This is what her body looked like." That's not me. I don't have nothing to do with that. You feel me? I just saw a picture of Shorty. I don't even follow Shorty because she looked like she wouldn't follow me back. So I'm like, okay, why would I do that? But like, you know, I've seen her. She come across the timeline. Okay, cool. I never thought, damn, that's what she shaped like when she be talking. Like, I don't know. You feel me? I just keep scrolling. It's free. But that's not smoke for anybody that said anything, by the way. I don't have smoke for anybody. I just be observing shit.
All we do is culturally commentate.
We in here. We in the booth, man.
That's it. We're just reviewing things.
Don't nobody ever say listen to the pod, but this will be the one time somebody got a problem with something. And be like, "Oh, you said." I'll be like, "Oh, you never told me you listen to anything."
Absolutely. It's just like, what do you say? But when you see the narrative being created right in front of your eyes, like, oh, this is the story you painted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, look up in the sky. It's the jig.
The jig is up, man. Like the stock market, the jig is up. Wow.
They be wildin'.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of it is, you know, early when I said it, you know, before we started, you know, setting up, is like, yo, I don't want to go down for something that has nothing to do with men. At this point, there is a lot of hate that I see from outside. Just would be where it's like I see two women interacting. It's like, how is this? Why y'all are not, you know, basically in this idea of unison? If this is how you respond to one person just posting their bikini pic.
Like we said when they said this thing about the All Women app, men are a problem, but we are far from the only problem.
That is a bar right there, bro.
The All Women app would last 2.5 hours.
Y'all kill me with the only woman app analogy. Y'all kill me, bro.
Like, I wish they would, bro. I really do. They can't even go on Pinterest because there's no niggas there.
Oh my god. This guy is crazy, yo.
Honestly, though, like, oh, here we
This
go.
guy is crazy.
Like I said,
look at it.
We love women, and we can wrap up on this. We kicked them out of here when we started talking about the draft, so we can get away with anything. But
They out the room.
they're out the room. But nah, like I love women so much, too much, honestly. Women are great, but like they be trying to act like, you know, and not all of them. Like I said, there's a certain faction of them are growing over, you know, it's overarching percentage a lot of times, but they be trying to act like, you know, they hate men or blah blah blah. But then like so much of their lives be like consumed with like men. So much of their energy goes into men, bashing men, impressing men, courting men, what men they shouldn't talk to, telling other women what men to stay away from, comparing men. Like Rory has said it on the pod. He was like, "Oh yeah, Shorty says she don't like this type, whatever. She added me to a list, and it's like you clearly like this type. You have a whole list. Like yeah, like what's like so it's just like yeah, man. I don't know. Like we love women. You feel me? Like I love women, and I have no problem saying I love women. I have no problem saying that at all. And
Not
still,
at all,
all of
not
my
at all.
conversations don't resolve around that. Like, me and my homies don't have to link up and talk about women. We don't have to like compare the women we're
They don't
speaking
believe
to.
that.
We don't have to share like they like share like all the messages with each other when they met. Like, it's just like, what is wrong with y'all? Like it's not that it's not that men talk to everybody. It's that women talk too much. That's all it is. Like, mind your business, everybody. And y'all are not as, anti-men as you think you are. You're actually like very men-driven. So maybe if you acknowledge that a little bit, you can kind of like decrease how men-driven you are, and then start to live how you really think you're living.
Yeah, like that is very solid advice. Trust me.
But I don't know shit.
I love ending a rant with I don't know shit.
At the end of the day,
It's foolproof.
making observations, man. Cultural commentary. We in the booth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Don't internalize that.
Please don't.
'Cause if you do, that's your fault and your problem.
Yeah,
Keep that
no,
a whole
I-
buck. And we not on Twitter, so I don't have to be nice about it.
Wow. Oh, okay, cool. That's great.
Your fault, your problem. I didn't say shit.
No. For sure, it's. I'm like I said, like you explained. I'm tired of men going down for some internalized situation. We had nothing to do with anything you think of without prior information of what things are. The end.
Plain and simple.
It's not really difficult. It's one of those things which, if you don't
Excuse me.
know, you should probably not speak on it or think one way or the other because you don't have the necessary information to have that, that level of, audacity to say what a situation is before understanding what's in front of you fully and knowing for a fact.
And the same thing I said with the whole zodiac thing last time, where it's like, oh, if you know what's wrong with your zodiac sign and you don't work to improve it, then like you're just not working to improve it. It's like, if you can tell me what happens with this type of man because you've done it 9 times, then like you did it 9 times, shorty. Like at the end of the day, I can't deal with the same type of woman, multiple times, and then be like, oh, these women, no, like at that point, if that happened, like one time this girl did something to me, and I was like, whoa, like, this was crazy. I could have looked crazy in the light, you feel me? She was like kind of a pathological liar, it seemed like. It was just a real strange, and I like brushed it under the rug, acted like it never happened. I had posted shorty a couple times, you feel me? It was just like, whoop, never happened, moved on. And, that's it. Can I hold everybody else responsible? Can I add that to it? Like, do I have a list of like 7 other women that did that to me? No, because when shorty did that, I was like, whoa, I know what to look for when that happens. You feel me? So it's like, if something happened to you 9 times, stop telling us about it. Because after about the 4th time, you look crazy.
And as stated on the last pod, if your homeboy ain't call you crazy, he's not your homeboy. That's basically it.
That goes both ways, dude. Stop blaming women for everything y'all do, too. Y'all keep picking the shorties that, topped you for an 8th and wondering, like, you know what?
Top you for an 8th is crazy.
I think it's time to end this episode.
That is fucking nuts. Wow.
You can't use them to speak for all women, just like women can't use the idiots to speak for all of us.
Deal? Is that ladies' deal? That's really what we trying to
That
get at.
seems fair.
Just trying to get that to that level. But yeah, we can end this there.
I'm sorry. I was going to say I'm sorry if I offended anyone who's ever topped anyone for an 8th. But do what you want to do, shorty. It's on you. Your body, your choice.
Nobody your choice. Yo, this man is sick, bro. You a sick nigga, bro. Oh man, you was ready to pod for real, for real.
No,
Yeah,
it's-
listen. On that note, with a short week, it's me. I'm here. Oz the plug, Cozy Boy Oz, Cozy the shooter, taking bookings. It's me. And yeah, I'm out of here.
You know what it is? It's your boy, Swaggy T, Tim Hopper, I Hate Sean, Ashley Larry, the man of many monikers himself, which is in fact a moniker in itself. Curtis Dot, Skans Tenakumpa, DeMar DeFrozen, Jared Koff. That's 3. Jared Koff, Hat-Trick Mahomes, Le'Veon Sell, Dank Lucas, I said some shit out of order, who cares? Benjamin Button, it's all going in reverse. Edgar Allan Poetic, shit does indeed get scary. Cooliest Randall, MVP type season. Bar-J Barrett, Stitchell Robinson, Rince Asada, cleanest kid on the playground. Tom Shadham in the pocket, cooling hand. Scramble Cunningham on the move. Bar-J Barrett, Dennis Podman, it's all coming back to me. The Wizard with Oz.
Hey, I didn't say A earlier. Yeah, bro. Plug talk.
Perfect.